Welcome back, it's me, Lou. I'm here for another action figure unboxing and review, and today from Hasbro in the Marvel Legends series, we are featuring the Disney Plus version of Moon Knight from Marvel Studios. This is a beautiful, beautiful looking figure. I remember when I saw this at the store, I was so surprised at how great this looked. The sculpting looks so clean, and I loved the show. I thought the show was amazing. And I was really excited to get, this iteration of Moon Knight. On the back, we have a brief bio on the character. Clad in the ceremonial armor of Khonshu's chosen warriors throughout the centuries, Mark Spector is Moon Knight, sworn to obey Khonshu and deliver his vengeance accordingly. So it looks cool. I kind of wish they'd give us like an extra head, like the Oscar Isaac head, or if you have the Black Series Poe Dameron, maybe just do a head swap, to like create the unmasked look. But it's a really nice looking figure. Very excited about this guy. And there's also the other version of Moon Knight. You might have seen him. He's the version where he's kind of like in the suit, and he's all dressed up, looking really snazzy. I'm hoping they do a second season of the show. I haven't really kept up to date with like the Disney Plus, Marvel, MCU television lineup of shows. And I don't remember how to open up these boxes. Alright, just give me a second. It's been a while. Does this open from the side or from the bottom? Oh, okay. My mistake. I haven't reviewed Marvel Legends figures that often, the past few months. I kind of have been really turned off by the price increase, and it's gotten to the point where I have to kind of pick and choose. I mean, it's always been where I pick and choose which figures I want, but I think more so with Marvel Legends. I can't justify the higher price point. First impressions. Wow, beautiful figure. I mean, the detail is amazing. It really looks like he just kind of leapt off the TV. You got extra hands. You got his throwing blade kind of deals. It's almost like his bootleg batarangs. But the figure is really impressive. Let's check this guy out. Alright, so we have Mark Spector, the Moon Knight. Clean sculpting. I love the shade of white on the sky. It's an off-white. It's not, that super bright, pure white. It's just right. It has like a hint of gray to it. So my camera likes this a lot too. Sometimes when I have like a pure white action figure, it blows out all the details. But this shade of white is just perfect. You put them under the right lighting, it really accents all the crevices and like bandages and wraps on the guy's body. I love the emblem on the chest. It's really well done. The ab cut is kind of interesting, as you can see here, the way it's shaped out. The loincloth deal looks decent. And yeah, beautiful figure. Height-wise, Moon Knight comes in at a little under 6 3/4. In terms of his articulation, his head rotates, his arms rotate, and then they go outward about this much. Cut at the biceps. Pinless design on the elbows, really clean. And it's double jointed, but I can't get the top joint to bend, unfortunately, right now. As I pointed out, mid-torso cut right there. Doesn't really want to ab crunch that far forward, just enough. Does he arch back? Just a little bit. His head, it feels like an arch back, but I think it's kind of hindered by the hood here. Swivel at the waist? Surprisingly, no, I don't think. Oh, it's kind of interesting. There's like a body sleeve here, right there. It's hard to see, but this mid-torso piece is actually a sleeve that goes over a skeleton, I think. Legs kick up. They kick outward about there. Thigh cut. Very clean, pinless design for the double jointed knees. Very stiff. I don't want to force this one. And articulated ankles. It's a solid figure. I love the cape. As much as I love the cape's design, it kind of bothers me a little bit that it's kind of flowing inward on one side. Personally, I prefer if the cape was kind of more neutral on both sides, like how it is here. I kind of feel like, you know, with a cape like this, it's kind of going to dictate the pose of your figure. And also the cape is kind of long too. It almost meets foot level right there. So I think in terms of like displaying this and posing it, I think it might limit, you know, the way you position this guy just because the length of the cape. You know, if you want to like put him down more in a crouching pose on your shelf, you know, that might be an issue because the cape is just so long. But otherwise, I think it's a beautiful figure, well worth the purchase. Amazingly detailed, really clean sculpting. I love the shade of white on them. You know, it's very photogenic. On a scale of 1 to 10, I'd probably give this guy a solid 8.5 to a low 9. It's everything you can want from a Moon Knight figure. You know, if you missed out on any of the comic book versions of the figure, this is a great proxy, I think. And some of those other figures, they go for a lot on the secondary market. And this guy was a little bit more readily available than the other figures. I think some of the comic book versions of Moon Knight, correct me if I'm wrong, I think one of them was a Walgreens exclusive. I think the like OG throwback version of them. Alright, so let's wrap this one up. Once again, my name is Lou. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer subscriber, thank you so much for your continued support. I greatly appreciate it. So until the next video, be safe, take care of yourself, buy lots of toys, and most importantly, be happy. And I'll see you at the next one. Alright, later.